And we're back. I'm Robin Castleman, and I'm here with Mark Bryant and Tyler Brown from the Bryant Law Center, and they're fielding your questions about those sticky situations we get ourselves into. Y'all ready to keep going?
Sure. Everything right.
All right. This person says, I was recently charged with my second DUI, and they took my license. I really need to be able to drive to get to work. Is there anything that I can do to get my license back just to drive to work and back home?
I'll go ahead and take this one, Robin. Yes, there are a few options that you have to be able to get back on the road. In Kentucky, on a DUI second offense, obviously you're going to have a pretrial suspension, and if you've entered a plea to the offense of DUI second, there's going to be a suspension time there. What you can do, especially in Kentucky, and a lot of other states have this, is what's called an ignition interlock device. In Kentucky, that will shorten your suspension period. It'll also allow you to drive a vehicle. What you really need to have is insurance and registration on a vehicle that you intend to install the device on. We work with clients all the time to guide them through this process of the application. In Kentucky, it goes through the Department of Transportation, so it's not even going through the court system necessarily. You apply for that, you send the necessary information, and then once you have that device installed, that's going to enable you to drive as long as you're in compliance with it, and will also shorten your suspension. Now, a lot of other states, including Kentucky, also have what's called a hardship license. Now, the difference here between ignition interlock and hardship is hardship's going to be within the discretion of the court. So if you have employment, you live in a rural area, you've got special circumstances where you absolutely need to drive, there's an application that you can fill out and file with the court and have a hearing in front of the judge. And like I said, that's discretionary. That's up to the judge whether or not they grant that privilege. So you just need to speak to an attorney. There are ways to get you driving and still be in compliance with the law to get you back on your feet.
That's good information. Good news probably to some people as well. Okay, this person says, I jokingly physically threatened someone on social media, but quickly removed the post. They have pictures of the post and are threatening to press charges. Should I hire an attorney?
Well, the first place, you got to wonder to yourself, why would you do that? And why did you post that on there? Because they're going to be arguing that you had some reason to do it, including the fact you wanted this person to get hurt. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to take that with you and go see an attorney that handles criminal defense cases and at least talk to them about it and learn what you need to learn. But if you decide not to do that, you can certainly wait until they take criminal charges against you, but the downside of that is all of a sudden they may just show up at your house and take you to jail, and then you don't have any money with you to post bond, so you're going to spend a night or two in jail until somebody does come in and post bond for you. So really it might be to your advantage to just go ahead and call a criminal defense attorney and sit down and talk to them, find out what the potential crime could be, and see what, if anything, you can do to thwart criminal charges against yourself. And sometimes there are things that you can do. So anyhow, I think it would be a good idea for you to call an attorney, and there are many lawyers that will sue you for nothing. And then if you do get charged, they would charge you for the offense. But I sure would go talk to somebody.
Well, I would think it might be better to be on the offense rather than to play defense later on down the road and be behind.
Yeah,
So, all right, well, guys, thank you very much for this information. It's always valuable, and I appreciate you being here with me.
Thanks, Robin.
If you would like to revisit this segment of Legal Line with the Bryant Law Center, log on to WPSDLocal6.com and click Legal Line.
All right, thank you, Robin. And just before we go, the United Way of Western Kentucky is offering local organizations a way to get connected with the community. Project United Annual Service Day. Project registrations are now open, but not for long.
Cutoff date would be this Friday, July 25th. So if you are a nonprofit or a school in one of our 7 counties that we serve, please submit projects. We have businesses, teams that want to come out and perform a day of service for you.
The United Way welcomes teams and projects from Ballard, Carlisle, Fulton, Graves, Hickman, Marshall, and McCracken counties. Remember, you have until tomorrow to submit a project. No projects will be accepted after tomorrow's due date. You can sign up your team or your project by going to the United Way of West Kentucky's website.
And a weather authority alert continues on through at least the weekend and into next week as we have intense heat and humidity. Round 2 starting on Monday as we have up to 98 on Tuesday with lows in the mid 70s. That same amount of humidity that we have this week could put the heat index over 110 in more areas than we've had this week. Some of those areas could be isolated up to 115. That's Monday through Wednesday of next week. A few isolated storms this weekend could cool a few of us down.
All right, Nolan, we thank you, and we thank you for watching Local 6 Midday.